Well, got up this morning, was listening to Jay Tapper for a few minutes and watching one of these ugly Republicans. Ugly, ugly, ugly people. You ask a direct question and they don't answer it. You know, they skate all around it everywhere, keep trying to throw it back on Biden and anybody they can, not to answer direct questions. Well, they didn't find anything wrong with Trump. He was exonerated. There was no quid pro quo in that phone call. People in the Midwest love him because he's so authentic. Look, I'm from the Midwest. I'm as Midwest as you can get. I was born in Kansas City, Missouri. That's right in the dead center of the U.S. You know, and I'm sorry, he's a crook. Okay? So don't think that everybody that's from the Midwest, okay, is eating this BS and is blind, deaf, and dumb, okay? Maybe that's why I moved the heck out of there when I did. I don't want to be around with that nonsense. Anyway, I did live for a time in Wichita, and it was quite fine, you know, when I lived there. Anyway, this morning I was watching that, listening to this Republican and Repugly Ugly. And while I was listening, I drew some cards for Trump. I'll show you the rundown what I got for Trump. He's pouting, as usual, pouting. He's not happy with what's going on. She reminded you of the little kids sitting there and getting all miffed and pouting and sullen and because of they're looking into his overseas stuff. This always comes up for Trump. Every time I read, this is all his overseas, mostly the Russia stuff. But Russia, Ukraine, all of his overseas nightmare deals that he's done behind the scenes. Tower is imploding. Okay, he's going down. Now Giuliani's been caught. Giuliani, well, I didn't know they were investigating. Well, no, you're not supposed to know. Okay, but they're hot on your trail. So at first, Trump started to try to distance himself from Giuliani. Then he must have got the call from Giuliani that threatened him, and now he's back. Oh, Giuliani's a wonderful guy. I don't know what you're talking about, you know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the tower's imploding. He's going to face loss. He knows he's going to face loss. It's coming. He's just had 3 losses in the courts this last week. Just had 3 of them. And now they're bucking the tide to start coming forward and open the floodgates for people to testify. Now they're going to start bucking the tide. Now that we had one that actually stood up to their machinations of trying to quiet them. Now, I had a woman that stood up, and they go, well, if she can't, then I got to grow a set of cojones. I better step forward, or I'm going to look like a, you know, weak little guy. So he thinks the spies are all out to get him. All those spies in the government, the deep state, he's going crazy. Justice is on his tail. Okay? Justice is on his tail for all the misdeeds he's done, and his little mind is cranking. It is cranking like crazy. Yeah, because government is on his tail now as well. The government, you know, the House is there, and all these people are going to come forward and start testifying. Okay? And now that they had these 2 that they had just caught at Dulles Airport, okay, and now his personal attorney is in the mix. The lid has come off of this stuff, okay? We're going to look at everybody that drank the Kool-Aid, okay? because we're going to be, again, standing up for American rights and looking at everything, and he is just trying to figure any way he can to hold them off. Okay? That's what I got on poor Trumpy this morning. Yeah. So again, you look at his, where he went, Minnesota. They want to try to make it look like a lot of people, but they're only in that one section and in the front. And you see every once in a while the camera sort of veered off a little over that section. You saw that it was bare. Okay, so he crams all these people into this one section and says, don't you get those cameras anywhere other than there. Make it look like I got crowds. I've got crowds of people coming. Well, no, he doesn't have crowds of people coming. Okay. So we'll see what happens. I just got a text from Sachi. She came over yesterday and bought the CD. She says, I'm listening to the album right now. Love it. My favorites are Dancing with Ross, Serenading Dragons, and Eternity. So everybody's got their favorites. Anyway, I did listen to the new album last evening as I was going to bed, put the earphones on, want to make it last, last run through. Today I'm taking it for the ultimate test. When I go to get my coffee, put it in there and listen to it when I'm in the car. That I'm away from everything. I can listen to it. Make sure everything is okay the way I like it before it gets sent out, before it gets pressed on Monday, first thing Monday morning. I'm going over there and getting it, get it worked, make sure everything is okay, have him make sure he can read it, that everything is put in there correctly. So, yeah. Yesterday I was going a little crazy. I was having a software issue, and it was in the midst of working on the album, the last phase of the album, making sure that I have everything normalized. That's, so one song is not real low and another one real loud, so that when you're listening with earphones, all of a sudden you don't get blown out of the water by one, and another one is so quiet you have to keep adjusting the sound. So I was working on that all day yesterday, making sure that it's going to be quite fine. So yeah, got that done yesterday. So I think it's pretty much ready to go. Ooh, we'll see. Anyway, I'm out of here for a few minutes. I'm going to go grab my coffee. I got some energy work to do today with somebody. So I need to get back so I can be ready to work on them, and we're off on another day. Thanks for tuning in, new people. If you've enjoyed this channel, subscribe. Don't forget to click it for the ticket. It's a thumbs up. That's your ticket for enjoying the entertainment here. And again, if there's a reading you want to see done, put it in the comments and I will take it under advisement. And now I'm going to go off and get some Starbucks, and I'll be back in a while. I hope everyone's having a great Sunday. See you online. Aho.